Welcome, beautiful seekers, to your timeless general reading. I call upon the spirit of the earth, Mother Gaia. I call on the spirit of the water. I call on the spirit of the air and the spirit of the fire. I call on my spirit guides and your spirit guides. May they guide this message to you. May it provide you with the message and the wisdom that you seek on your beautiful life journey. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the oracle messages and get some messages through for you. It is a timeless reading, so if you've clicked on this video, there is a message here for you. There is something here waiting for you to be received today, whichever day that may be, in the future or right now. So let us get those messages in. And then I clear my throat. And the first card we've got is Sunflower. Follow your bliss and watch as things that are meant for you come home to you. That is such, and when I look at the sunflower, when you think of the sunflower, you think of this beautiful radiant yellow flower. It's really a card that brings in a burst of powerful energy, reminding you of your right to be unapologetically joyful. The sunflower rises tall and bold and embracing the sunlight without hesitation or apology. This is your reminder that you are not just you don't need to justify your happiness or the way that you choose to live your life. And it's almost time for you to stop hiding your desires, your passions, your dreams, in a way to accommodate others. The energy of the sunflower is here to sort of nudge you that you are worthy of all the good that the universe has to offer you. When the sunflower moves with confidence, it draws more light and energy to itself. So it's constantly following the sun. Just as you will attract everything meant for you when you embrace who you truly are without guilt or shame or worry about what people will think, there is a freedom. And in following your bliss, the more you let go of worrying about what others think, the more your life will unfold with ease. There is no need, obviously, for being arrogant or, sort of diminishing your desires because your fear of being judged, or also sort of pushing your desires onto others. Your path is yours alone, and whether you want sort of like a quiet life in nature, or a career in the bustling city, or a creative adventure, this card is really encouraging you to step boldly into that vision. The sunflower's energy encourages you to lean into your own uniqueness. It's about being true to yourself in every single way, through your career or through your relationships or your hobbies. When you follow your bliss, you are naturally aligning yourself with the flow of the universe. How beautiful the flower, the sunflower just follows the sun, unapologetically, just standing there, going there with, the sun is shining. I'm shining in that direction. So your dreams are valid. Your heart knows the way. That is beautiful. So I'm going to pull out the next card from the next oracle deck quickly. And let us see where this reading is going to take you. Definitely with the sunflower, I do feel like you're kind of worried about shining your light too bright, like, oh, let me dim my light to accommodate other people, or if I shine too bright, or if I'm too bold, or if I'm too me, then what will others say, or am I going to shine my light too bright that other people feel, overpowered in sort of a sense? And I'm feeling like the universe is going, stop worrying about what other people are thinking and start following your bliss, because you're going to be this beautiful yellow sunflower that everybody goes, oh my gosh, oh yeah, I can do the same thing, and definitely that. And the next card we've got here is I'm possible. And this is from the you.Spirit Oracle deck, and it brings in a message of self-empowerment and affirmation. You are a radiant being filled with so much potential, and the universe knows that you can achieve what you set your mind to. But first, you have to recognize your own strength, your own possibilities, your own potential. Sometimes we forget how truly capable we are. The static of everyday sort of dulls out what we feel and our self-worth sometimes, but the truth sort of remains. You are worthy, and you are possible, and you are this extraordinary being, and life is trying to happen through you, and you've just got to sometimes let it through, and your uniqueness here is trying to come through, but you've just got to make sure and remember that you are possible and you have so many possibilities. Do you remember a time when you felt fully connected to your inner power? So if not, start to imagine what that person is like. Who is that person? Who are you in that state of inner power? Especially if you've never really experienced inner power. Imagine what it could be like. That is igniting your inner power. So this card urges you to tap into that energy once again, or like I said, to imagine that energy, because imagination isn't just imagination, honey. That is the sprinkle of magic in life. You imagine, and then you affirm it, and then your actions start to align to it. So it's not just, oh yeah, imagination. Oh yes, imagination, honey. Yes, yes, yes. So take a moment and look into the mirror and affirm your worth. You are not just enough. You are a force of nature. By repeating affirmations like I am enough, I am possible, or I am a radiant being of love and light, you are activating your higher self and aligning your higher self with your true potential. Let these affirmations be your daily mantra as you step into the person that you know is already there, that is always meant to be, and your truth. This truth is you, that you may have been sort of doubting yourself lately. Maybe you're questioning your worth, or even your capabilities, your abilities, or you kind of have this worry. What if this kind of life that I'm picturing for myself doesn't make sense, and in the society that I'm in right now, it doesn't fit? This card is here to remind you that you don't need external validation, my dear, to feel worthy. The light you seek from others is already within you. You are everything that you need. Your potential is limitless. You have the power to overcome any challenge and create the life that you desire. So we're going to pull from another oracle deck, the Angel Numbers Oracle deck, quickly, and see what further validation Spirit is going to bring to you. What further validations your higher self is trying to bring in for you. And in sort of validating the fact that you are trying to move into this new space, but this is hesitation. But I feel like you need to trust yourself more than anything, because I feel like you have the trust in the universe. You are connected, and you have that feeling, and you've connected with this higher consciousness, but sometimes you doubt yourself. Aha, and I've taken this one out before. It's the number 10. You have great leadership skills. Your mind is sharp and allows you to dream up ingenious ideas and organize all the details, then direct others how to carry things out. And it says here, I am ingenious. And this sort of, you may feel like, oh, but I'm not a leader, or I'm not in a leadership sort of position and direct people. But you'll be amazed what leadership truly means. Leadership is sort of sometimes secretly in the background, living your life in your peaceful little world, and you don't know who's watching you, and you don't know what light you're shining as you navigate and move through the world. You go walk into a shop and you touch someone's space and life in a way that you don't realize. Your light is leading others into their own light, into their own authenticity. So the energy of leadership and vision. The number 10 is really, really a powerful symbol of manifestation and creation. It reminds you that you have this sharp intellect and these leadership skills, even if you don't know them yet. You are the type of person who can not only dream big, but also take those dreams and organize them into actionable plans, and your ability to see the big picture and manage the details is kind of like your unique gift. This number also signifies that you are stepping into a period where others will look to you for guidance. And remember, people might not come to you and go, hey, I need guidance. They just might be looking and going, this person is like just unapologetically living their truth. Gosh, what are they doing differently? And they start to mimic that. And in their own path and journey, they'll find their own way, but you are leading in your own special way. So, do you trust in your ability to inspire and direct? Whether it's, like I said, in your personal life, your career, your creative projects, the universe is really, really calling you to step into that leadership role. And sometimes it's nudging you and you kind of hold back. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to shine, honey. Don't be afraid to be bold, to be the sunflower that just moves with the light all the time, because you are possible, my dear loves. Trust that you are equipped with the wisdom and the skills that are necessary to succeed, and that the ingenious in you is always there, and this is your time to shine. So let's pull out some tarot and let's get some more details on your journey as you start to embrace this interesting, blissful passion that you are endeavoring. And I sort of see this person, or you being a person who is really trying to rearrange your life in a very, very different way, against the norms of what the world wants you to be or what the world expects people to be like. And you're really, really going against the norm. And I think that is so beautiful, because in this day and age today, we don't need more of the same. We need more different. We need more people showing us a new way of life, a new way of seeing the world, a new perspective. So don't be afraid to shine your light. I remember one of my followers, she does face paint, and she literally walks around with face paint on, and I think that is the most amazing thing to see and experience. And I'm like, I want to walk around with like flowers on my face, you know? So I think that when you step into your authenticity, no matter what people think or say about you, deep down they're like, oh gosh, I wish I could actually do that. So let's bring out some cards here quickly. So we've got the Four of Swords. And right off the bat, I've got someone who is deep in thought. You are thinking about this change in your life, and you are thinking about all the things that you want to bring in. And with this card, yes, it's a moment for you to take a pause, but I also sense this person, you might be overthinking, but it's not a bad time, because it is also offering you, with this, the Four of Swords, a moment of rest and recovery and reflection. So you're kind of looking at what you've where you are, what you've achieved, what you haven't achieved, where you're trying to go. So it is giving you a moment to think. Don't overdo it though, is the energy that's also coming through here, because you can end up being stuck in that mental feeling, that like overwhelming mental feeling, and you may end up start feeling drained. Sometimes when we get stuck in our heads too much, and instead of getting down to business and starting something, or just start being the person that you want to embody, you're overthinking it and you get stuck in that space. So your mind is racing with thoughts, and you may have been, like I said, caught up in overthinking, or even worrying about what people are going to say, or worrying about, is this going to work? Yes, it is a moment of rest. It is beneficial and necessary sometimes. And it is telling you it's okay to step back and recharge. Don't stay here too long. So think of this card as a call to honor your need for mental space. And sometimes mental space is actually distancing yourself from the worry. Sometimes it's creating spaces where you can just be in your bliss. And it doesn't need you to go and spend money to be in this space. You can either be that person by running around with beautiful face paint on your face, or being that person by, your creative endeavors, or reading, or writing a book, or whatever it is that is going to bring so much bliss into your heart. And it gives you a moment to stop worrying and unnecessarily sitting in what might not necessarily be burden. So it's your mind constantly in motion, making it difficult for you to rest or focus. The Four of Wands is suggesting that you need to create space where there is a bit of peace. Your mind does require a little bit of a break from the constant buzz of daily life and the to-do lists. So during this period of rest, take time to reflect. This is a moment to connect with yourself on a deeper level. What thoughts or worries have been sort of taking up your space in your head? Now it's time to let them go into the universe and let them free, and allow the new blissful life that you want to bring into your space. Allow yourself to retreat a little bit, whether it's physically or mentally, and honor the silence. It is in these moments of stillness that the universe will provide you with whatever clarity you need to move forward. And then with the second card, we've got the Seven of Wands. You're definitely a person trying to change, and people are not maybe gelling well with this, and it's people that know you well, and they're going, what is this human being doing? What is this? This is not the person that I know. So with the Seven of Wands, you are standing your ground, you are defending your beliefs or your new way of life, and you're asserting your power. It does suggest that you are in a place where you need to kind of create those boundaries, or fight back, or sort of push what you want, whether that's in your career or in your relationships or in your personal projects. There may be external pressures or people questioning your choices, or even a bit of competition that you may feel a little bit overwhelmed sometimes, or you feel you must overcome it rather. And so, yes, you must overcome it, but come from a place of love. And you know what the place of love is? Following the bliss. Stop worrying about the noise outside and follow that inner strength, that inner voice inside of you that is saying, stand your ground. When they say you can't do that, you say, I'm going to do it, and I can, and I'm possible. And you're not backing down. Your position is secure, my dear. And you are being called to hold firm in that space, in that belief, in that new way of living, in that new way of being. The Seven of Wands is asking you to be proactive and asserting in protecting what is important to you. And a lot of the time, it's not fighting and fighting the world. It's really just actually going, look, I know you're concerned that this is not going to work, but that is yours to carry. I'm not carrying that bag with you. Here's your bag. Boom. Me over here, possibilities are boundless and limitless. Thank you very much. Goodbye. That is that standing your ground in your strength. There may be a sense that the odds are against you, but this card is really a card of victory. You have the upper hand because you know what you want and you are willing to fight for it and stand your ground. So don't be afraid to defend your passions, whether they are like humongous dreams and people are like, are you crazy? Or really just the small little beautiful things that will bring so much personal accomplishment in your space. Beautiful. And remember, this is a reminder that you have the advantage, that you are more than capable of standing your ground. You are not alone in this battle. Your inner strength is your ally. Your higher self is your ally. Your spirit guides are there backing you up, and your purpose is very clear. Let's bring out the next card, and we've got the Seven of Swords. With the Seven of Swords, it's often sort of seen as the card of strategy and discernment, right? And it can also speak to a situation where you may need to act quietly, and sometimes you may need to keep plans to yourself. It's not that you're being devious or anything. You're taking extra precautions. You're taking cautions to protect your interests. And this card, it does not necessarily signify, like I said, being devious or dishonest or anything, but rather the need to be discreet and tread carefully and maneuver your way and be strategic about how you move forward. Sometimes we get so excited in situations where we want to share with the world this new life or this new possibility, and then we tend to overshare, and people tend to come in with their beautiful words of concern from a loving place. Yes, but they're not always coming from the best place. They're coming from their limited beliefs, and we don't want to reprogram our mind with limited beliefs and limitedness. We want to be in the space of limitless, in boundlessness, in infinite possibilities. So sometimes we want to tread quietly in our spaces, and as everything unfolds, they will get to see it anyways. So don't overshare. There are, and so you want to kind of think, are there situations or people in your life where you need to be a little bit more strategic about your approach, about what you're sharing, about how you're going to navigate this? Yes, maybe some of your goals do require other people involved. So share what you need to share, but not everything. And it's not about being devious. It's that it will unfold in front of them, and their beliefs and their way of thinking and perception will change. Your words don't need to do that for them. So the Seven of Swords encourages you to think before you act and protect your energy and your intentions, so that the intention can remain right there and nothing shifts that bow and arrow to a different space, so that your energy keeps moving in the right direction. So there may sort of be tendencies to keep things close to your chest. At this point in time, this is not a time to reveal all your cards and your plans or your intentions to everyone around you. Instead, focus on staying grounded and moving forward in a way that feels right for you. This card is reminding you that you again have that wisdom to know and discern what you can quietly keep to yourself, observing and knowing when to act and when to remain silent. There is this sort of deep inner strength to remain in restraint. So you may need to retreat into your own thoughts and plans for now, allowing your strategy to develop in silence. Your success will come from your ability to make calculated and deliberate moves rather than rushing in with a lot of action. So it's a very good card, and I like this message. Very good, because even I sometimes get excited and I overshare. So I do, and then you do sort of tend to pick up on people's energy going, oh, this one's crazy. Yes, I am crazy. I love being crazy. This is me. And I create like that because it's fun and life is amazing. Yes, with all its ebbs and flows, but when you create from that space, it doesn't shift your energy, and they'll still get to see your beautiful creation in the end, in any case. And then their beliefs and perceptions will shift and go, oh yeah, well, maybe you weren't actually crazy after all. Okay, so with the last card, we've got absolutely a beautiful validation, 3 of Cups. A card of celebration. You, my dear lovely soul, are on such an amazing journey, but there's a bit of work for you to unpack about your worthiness, about your possibilities, and trust you have possibility. Let life flow through you. Sometimes if you're a bit unsure, just take the actions. Just take it. Do it. You have nothing to lose. Well, I mean, if you want to speak about losing stuff, but really you don't have anything to lose, because you can either not act and lose the opportunity of not knowing what could have happened, or act and things don't work out that amazing. But sometimes it's meant to be that way, and there's something else that's still coming. So sit in stagnation or move forward. So the 3 of Cups, before I start to move off onto a different, before I digress, the 3 of Cups is a card of celebration, of community, of connection. After all the trials and tribulations and the reflection of the 4 of Swords and the 7 of Wands and the 7 of Swords, the 3 of Cups invites you into a moment of joy and shared happiness. And this card is kind of also signifying that along your journey, as you start to fill or follow your bliss and your uniqueness, you start to attract your tribe. This is the card. This card is all about finding the people who uplift you and support you. You don't have to go seeking for them. They will find you as you start to be in that frequency. And it'll be in your friend circle, in your family circle, your soul tribe. The 3 of Cups asks you to celebrate those connections, to celebrate your wins with them, to bring joy into that space. And also just sort of like, are there people in your life who already can celebrate some of those victories? And maybe those are some of the people that are already part of your soul tribe. Sorry, no matter how big or small that circle is, it might be people already encouraging you to go down this weird, interesting path that you're trying to carve out for yourself, and going, go dude, like, hello, hurry, move it, let's go, we're behind you, you know. So this card is really a reminder to seek out those who cheer you on and to reciprocate the love and the support. Beautiful, beautiful reading. So with this 3 of Cups, it really does speak into the importance of community. It suggests that now is the time to share your successes and allow others to share in your joy, so you can expand that joy. You're not meant to walk this journey alone. You are meant to walk this journey with like-minded people, with a community of love. There is power in connection. Connection allows us to multiply our creation. The universe is reminding you to find your circle of support and to let yourself be nourished by these relationships. This is such a beautiful reading, and I am trusting in you and trust in yourself, because your journey is so interesting, and your journey and your reading is truly powerful and transformative. You begin with the need to reflect and the need to rest, and then you take the time to reset your mind, and you stand up and you're recharged and you're ready to stand your ground to start bringing in this new life. And then that strategic energy of the 7 of Swords, as you move through and decide what it is I'm going to share, what it is I'm going to hold close to my heart as I start to create this beautiful life. And then we get to celebrate with you in your beautiful creation, in this beautiful you that you are now moving into. So thank you so much. Don't forget to embrace and the unapologetically be joyful and remember your inherent potential. The card of I am possible, that offers you self-love and recognition of your worth. And so embody the sunflower and let it remind you to follow your bliss. The angel number 10, it assures you that you are capable of stepping into that leadership position when you need to and manifesting your desires. So take a moment to reflect on your journey, honor your need to rest and defend your passion. Celebrate your life. Thank you so much for watching to the end and for a beautiful affirmation for you. I am possible. I am worthy. I am of the divine light and love. Thank you. Mwah.